Welcome back to Back Society. I'm Jordan, your co-host. We're also joined here with Scott.
Hey.
And of course, Chris.
Yes.
Hey, what's up?
Today's episode, we're going to be keeping it to marketing and e-marketing. What are our facts, guys?
Hold on. Can we first explain? Hold on. First off, let's explain what happened with this bank. Can we explain?
SVB?
Yes, let's please explain what happened with the bank.
I don't think marketing is the reason it fell.
I know it's not marketing, but let's just say, hold on though. Didn't the CEO sell stock and then dipped out?
Yeah, that's what they do. When
hold on,
they're about to reach a bank run.
Yeah, when you can see it falling from the inside, like, get out of there.
Yeah, you take your bag and run, dude. Back Society.
Yeah. So my thing is like if you see a CEO abandon ship, you know something is going wrong.
Yeah, usually people find out after the fact, bro.
After the fact that he took a lifeboat and he abandoned the Titanic.
Yeah, that's the world of banking for you.
Oh my! Now is the government bailing out this bank?
I think they guaranteed them $250K.
No. You're so it's 250,000 is the current FDIC insurance.
Okay.
They're pretty much. I think they ended up guaranteeing everything.
They guaranteed everything?
Yeah, but I think HSBC ended up buying them on like yesterday.
They got bought out?
Bank bought them. Yeah.
Oh, did they? I heard like JP Morgan was throwing in a pit. I didn't know it was over.
I mean, I saw something that said like HBSC. Is it HBSC? Is that sound right? HSBC, that's what it is.
Now if they
bought them.
That's crazy.
Yeah?
I think it's crazy.
I mean, it is crazy. I mean,
like it was just a run on the bank, man. Like they just didn't have the deposits to pay out.
Right.
Why is that though? Why did it fail like that? Do you know?
It had something to do with like their long-term bonds and stuff because like due to the inflation and interest rates going up, their like bond prices dropped, and so they didn't have like the backing. Right. There's like a whole bunch of like banking BS behind the scenes, but all that happened was like people lost confidence and they what they call a run on the bank where everybody was pulling all their money out
at the same time. Yeah.
And they
that's the same thing that happened at FTX, and that's why it collapsed.
Right.
Yeah.
Outside of all the other fraud stuff, but like that's what like brought it to light was like there was a run, and they're like, hey, we don't have the money to pay out.
Yeah, and that was like that's where a lot of like tech startups put a lot of their
because Silicon Valley, right?
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, but it's not even that big of a bank. It's like the 16th largest bank in the U.S.
So everyone's treating it like it's the biggest bank ever.
But hold on, though, are they just like is the media just like pumping it up like it's like a big deal, or is it like?
It depends what kind of media you're looking at. A lot of people, like let's say like on the left, a lot of the media is saying like, oh, this is just a testament to like the bad investments these like Wall Street bankers fucking make, and on the right, it's woke. That's why it fell.
Yeah. Those are the two narratives. But like at the end of the day, I think it's popular or like important because it's the second largest bank failure.
Yeah,
right.
Ever. That's why. Just in like sheer amount, like value, because I think it was worth like $208 billion.
Jeez.
Or something like that.
And
I don't know, man.
Yeah, and it failed. Banks are too big to fail.
Apparently not.
Apparently
that's what they say.
That's what they say. But
well, no, they ended up rescuing it though. Like it failed, and they came in and they saved it.
That's what I'm saying.
Good old bailouts.
They were afraid there was gonna be like a run on like small banks.
What happened to the CEO though? Has he been found or like?
Yeah, I think they all got fired. Like all the management.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. They all got fired.
Who fires them?
The FDIC, right? Or whoever took control. Was it the FDIC or
I want to say
whoever came in and
took control, but I'm not sure who.
Mm.
Yeah, it was one of the like whatever government agencies came in and like took control of the bank, and then I think it was the FDIC, and then they ended up just like guaranteeing every single deposit.
That's what I heard.
They increased like their insurance.
Even Joe Biden had
weird.
to say something, right? Biden had to say something.
Well, it's a big deal,
bro.
I mean, they were worried it was gonna be like a domino effect,
right? Because there was like a second bank that also fell.
That's what I heard. I heard there was a couple of other banks, like one in New York, one in somewhere else too, that were like falling because everybody was like, "Oh, this one crashed," so everybody went to their bank to get all their money out, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think it was like, man, I can't remember what the other bank was. It was like Synchronous Bank,
Something in
or
New York, right?
Sequoia Bank. I don't know. Something. It was something like that.
But still, though, it's still like it's a very scary thing, Jordan. I know you're getting angry.
I'm sorry, I could kill this cat.
Signature Bank.
Yeah, Signature Bank. Anyway, steering back the conversation, dude. Are you trying to like start a bank? You want us to help market it?
No, this is what we need to do, right? Us three, we have to figure out a way to make money off the internet. How do we do this?
You got to market your product.
Here's the thing.
What's the product?
Yeah, exactly. What's the product?
Okay.
I feel like I can literally come put together I could put together a coaching program.
Oh, the Divine Right of Kings, right?
That's what I like. That's what I have. I literally have that together.
And so your audience would be down on their luck people, probably young kids that I wouldn't say young kids, but like, young adults that don't know what to do with
Sounds
their
like
life.
it's a bunch of old dealers who work at casinos. Is what it sounds like.
Here's
No,
the
that's
thing.
the current audience.
Here's
It
the
doesn't
thing.
mean you can't expand.
No, hold on. Now, all right. Here's the thing. Whether you like it or not, right?
Okay.
People between the ages of 21 to 41, man-childs. They all smoke weed and they all play video games. Tell me that's not true.
That's the next generation, man.
Bro, no, time out. No, everybody that I work with lives at home. They're older than me, 35.
That's why they work as a dealer, man.
This is true.
It's a dead-end job, dude. You'll find those at dead-end jobs. They're called dead enders for a reason.
You're right. There is everybody, but I mean, I work with dealers, but I mean, there's literally a lot of dealers. Most of the people that I work with, they all live at home. They all smoke weed, and they all just play video games.
So,
they're all like man kids.
People who don't know what they're doing, don't know what they're doing, don't know what they want, what to do, or really have a realistic path on where to go. That is kind of like an audience for an Andrew Tate program.
Hold on, time out. I like Andrew Tate, by the way.
We're back.
Oh my God, are we going back to this?
No,
moving on.
Moving on. We're
Moving
not
on.
going back
We
to it.
determined that your school thing or whatever is grifting anyway.
Hold on, you think that's grifting? You think that's grifting?
You just said you're about to just sell these dudes a bunch of BS.
I wouldn't.
They're never gonna get anywhere. What are the odds of it working? Is it working for you?
Yeah, of course. You don't think so?
You work at the same job as these guys.
But I have my own place. I have a townhouse, right?
Cool.
Yeah, they all live at home.
You buy that?
No, I rent.
Oh,
No,
okay.
time out. No, hold on. You know the housing market isn't good right now. You know it's not a good time to buy houses right now. You know the best thing to do right now is to rent, right?
And it sounds like these other guys are saving their money by living at home.
They're not because
From when
You did for a while. You got yourself a little bag.
Hold on, I did save my bag, but these
It's
dudes,
not like it's a bad decision, especially if you don't make all that much.
but these guys,
As long as you save the money, you gotta
right.
save it though.
right? But these guys are what? No, they're dropping a bag on weed. I was like, bro, I'm not 15. What do you think? Come on now. What do you No, I'm serious. These guys are 36, 37, 41.
And you want to help them, right? That's what your program.
I
want
wanna
to
help
You want to
them.
help these types of people.
I wanna help
That's your
them.
target audience.
But listen, but this is the thing. Listen though. Here's what I'm trying to say. If you have a 41-year-old come up to you and say, "Hey, let's just smoke weed all day and play video games," you're gonna be like, "Bro, I'm not 15. I got stuff I gotta do," right?
Yeah.
If you have a 37-year-old goes, "Yeah, I still live with my parents. Let's just smoke weed and play NHL on Xbox," you're gonna be like, "Bro, I'm not 15."
Look, NHL is actually a pretty fun game.
But
I
I'm
won't
just
lie.
saying, it's like, dude, no. And then they cry and complain because they suck with girls. It's like, dude, duh.
Oh my God.
It's
now
like,
you're getting
duh.
now you're getting into the real issue.
Well, I
But
mean,
I'm saying,
that's like
duh.
pretty- they're
Work
like
with
the
a bunch of incels.
they are like you've heard the song by TLC No Scrubs. That's who it's for.
Yeah, they're hanging out the passenger side in their best friend's ride. And I'm their best friend.
Hanging out with your Dodge Charger.
Relax, left eye. Relax.
All right. So you have your target audience, right?
We have a target market.
But you
Because
have a
that
target
people-
market, right? but like I feel like what Chris was saying is that when you're working at the same job, it's just like why should they listen to you?
Okay, you're right. You're right. No, hold on. Time out. That is true. That is true. But at the same time, it's like, here's the thing. I work 6 days, 60 hours.
Yeah, you're on that grind, the Sigma male grind set.
They work 5 days, 8 hours. But they work 5 days, 8 hours. I'm like, bro, we make the same amount of money, and I have housemaids coming to my house to clean my house.
Whoa.
Wait,
I'm just saying.
You make the same amount of money and they work less hours?
Exactly.
So why are you working so many hours if you're gonna make the same amount of money? I don't understand.
Well, I get overtime. That's what I'm saying.
Then you
So
don't
you make
make the
more money.
same. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I make more money.
Well, that's not what you just said.
Okay,
You
so
made these guys sound like they were living the life.
no. All right, so if you make 30, all right, just for
I know how overtime works. Thank you.
okay, all right. I'm just saying. So if somebody puts in 80 hours for 2 weeks, they're doing the bare minimum, right? And then they complain and cry because they got bills, and then they complain and cry that girls don't like them. And I'm like, bro, I do 120 hours, and I get that time and a half, and
But at the same time, like you're working that much for the time and a half, but like you don't have the time to even meet the girls.
no, because dude, no. Here's the thing about girls, right? Especially for a guy, is like, do you attract them or do you chase them? The people that are working 80 hours are chasing them, where the people that are working 120 hours are attracting them. It's a different thing.
Like,
It's a different type of energy.
like attracting them at the casino.
I was about to say that.
Hold on, because no, first of all, you don't want to date girls that go to the casino.
I
They
can
have
tell you,
gambling
I
issues.
don't.
You don't.
Because they look at you as a wallet.
No, they don't look at you as a wallet. They just, yeah, they do actually look at you as a wallet. Because, dude, hold on. They go and gamble, and then they're like, dude, I'm down like $1,200. I'm like, bro,
That
what?
sucks.
How are you going to pay your rent? They're like, I don't know. I was hoping you can help out with that block. Hit them with the block.
You sound like you have experience in this.
I have gone through my trials and tribulations, sir. I've gone through my trials and tribulations.
All right. How about this? Though? All right. So what you're saying? So I think you got to get down to the core issue. Then I think it comes down to priorities, right? Is that what you're
Correct.
trying to get at?
Correct. A lot of people,
Alright.
they don't have their priorities. They don't have priorities, and they don't take accountability. You know what I'm saying? They don't take accountability for their decisions that they make. I feel like
Okay.
that's really the core.
So all right. So you got this program,
Right.
Even though you have no actual outcome that's significant right now, based on you living this life.
Right.
How do you market it? Are you just gonna BS it?
I don't think I'm
Or are you just gonna be like posting memes and witty little slogans on Instagram?
With a lions.
well,
like,
this
juxtaposed
is
onto it.
what I mean.
Yeah,
Like this,
exactly. There you go.
this is why we're having this conversation, right?
So
And this is
how
why I
about
got you
this?
guys.
How about this? This is what you need to do. We can start this off.
All right.
You start like an Instagram account or a Twitter account
I have no
and
social
just see
media,
how
by the way.
quickly you what?
I have no social media, by the way.
Yeah,
You
I'm not
need-
saying
you need to
it. I'm
market
just saying you
yourself.
start a new one.
Okay. Yeah.
See how quickly you can gain followers on just marketing alone. Just marketing your idea.
Yeah.
Just prioritize your life.
I could
Do
say,
this, do that.
Make get pretty good with Photoshop or the free version GIMP. Like maybe Photoshop your Dodge Charger. People like Dodge Chargers. Just
I'm not-
don't say it's a V4.
I don't care about the car. I don't care about the
so
car.
lame, dude.
But the thing is, people are visual when it comes to social media nowadays. You either need like a video or at least a picture at the bare minimum.
You want to market, bro. You gotta market. You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
just,
You need a picture of something.
Let's just be honest. Like it's all about the brand. It's not about the it's not about your course because that's actually not going to help anybody.
Yeah.
Look, hold on.
You
Wait,
need something that's
hold on,
going to
time out.
stick out so people want to click.
Hold
Like,
on, time out.
for
The
instance,
course is gonna help everybody.
The course is.
Are you kidding
The course
me?
is the payload, but you need to hook them in.
Listen,
Till it helps you, bro. Like
listen. I'm gonna teach people who they are. Most people don't even know who they are. That's what I'm saying.
That's fine, but you need to get that audience. You don't want to just be like the provider to Grand Victoria Casino. You want to be the provider to a bunch of people worldwide.
Correct.
But you need to you need to hook them in via social media. So you need pictures of something strong, like I don't know, you looking cool.
So
in
do
a
you want
suit.
me to be Andrew Tate, basically?
I mean, his strategy
I mean, he's a good marketer.
works. Yeah,
This is true.
it works. So
And
like, you,
there's a
like,
void because he's in jail. We can take
there
over
you
that
go,
void.
in a void.
I mean, we're not saying you have to be as like shitty a person as
Yeah,
him.
just be like more.
We're just saying like you got to be relentless in your marketing,
Right.
And just push.
and you gotta
Like I'm doing. Yeah, all I'm saying is like start an account somewhere and just see how quickly you can generate followers.
right. I'm sure Chris
That's
will
what you
send
need
you
to do.
pictures of his Tesla. You can post a quota. Post a quota.
Hey,
above.
yeah. I mean, like, I have no problem of going to like dealerships of exotic dealerships and be like, hey, how
Just pretending.
much? Just pretend.
I would like to take this Lamborghini for
Yeah.
a
Bro,
test
they're gonna
drive.
catch on to you real fast.
I need to sit in this car to manifest.
I'm sure you're not the first
No.
person to do that.
Oh, for sure.
What you need to do is you need to build a brand. So when you come walking up, be like, "Yo, you want to come check this car out?" That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
this is why
half a
we're-
mile north from where I live is all the luxury vehicle dealerships, like Lamborghinis, Mercedes Benz, all of them. Fiat.
Yeah. But
Fiat. How did that get in
It's
there?
considered.
No, it's not.
It's Italian. It's imported.
what I'm saying is,
That's not the same
we
thing.
have a product that I made from nothing into something.
You don't have a product. You don't have a real product.
It's like modules. It's like you talk.
You have it written out.
I do actually.
He does actually, yeah.
You have the whole thing written out.
Not the
How are you
whole-
Not the whole
delivering
thing.
this product?
The majority of it
How are you delivering this product?
through video.
You had the videos recorded.
So the
Some of
strategy
it.
is some
Yeah.
of the videos recorded, but he's going to have like freebies on YouTube, just to like the wet the whistle, stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then when you subscribe, you get like the real like long feature length.
Use the funnel
videos.
technique. The funnel technique, right?
We got a green screen and everything for it because I am just a provider.
I mean, I want to see these videos.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. So basically, what I'm taking like a couple of books together, right? I'm putting a couple of books together.
So you're plagiarizing.
I'm not plagiarizing, but it's like Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. Basically, always bringing your focus to the present moment and breaking the chains of the mind, right? And then, I'm putting the little skills of Napoleon Hill into it. That's basically what Andrew Tate did. He basically took everything that Napoleon Hill said, marketed it like crazy, and now it's like that's what got everybody's attention. But
the thing that got people's attention was his credentials, and also he already had like a
he-
presence
he
because
could
he
fight.
was a UFC fighter.
he was a
He was a
kickboxer.
kickboxer.
Yeah,
Kickboxer.
he was a kickboxer.
Whatever. You know what
He
I mean?
also started a cam site, and that's where he made his money in order to fund all this.
This is true. And unfortunately, I can't.
I wouldn't recommend it either.
Well, I mean, like,
What do you
I
mean?
mean, there might be a market in Romania right now.
I mean,
so,
he's in
like,
jail right now because of it.
yeah. If he gets out of jail, though, can you imagine if he gets out of jail?
He just got denied.
I know he got
today.
denied. I know he got denied. He's gonna stay his whole 6 months in there because they can't find anything on him. That's the problem. And if he gets out, he's
I know, man. The Matrix, dude. It's
he's
tough.
But he's getting out of Romania or whatever he lives in, and he's going to Dubai.
And that's why they're keeping him.
Exactly. But the thing is, if he does get out, he's gonna shut down the internet again. Because
He barely shut down the internet when he was at his peak.
I thought he said it. Didn't they say he was like the most searched person on the internet?
He was for like a month.
That's still pretty impressive. I think that's impressive.
Anyway, don't use him as your role model. You want to do
not.
something. You want to
I'm
be
not.
more legit than he. People, a real game changer when it comes to like self help is just don't be a grifter. You
I'm
know?
not a grifter.
Break the mold.
Well, I mean, like here's the thing. Here's the thing when it comes to self help, right? When you start actually applying to like self help, you start seeing like the mental chains that you have on yourself that you put upon yourself. And then once you start seeing that upon yourself, you start seeing it with most other people. And then you start seeing, oh, wait, the reason why most people have these mental chains on them is because society is putting them and saying that, hey, these things are good when really they're not that good. That's what ends up happening. That's the Matrix, really, pretty much, right? or is this giant conglomerate that is promoting these mental chains, these mental habits that are not good for the one spirit, not good for the freedom of a person. You don't like this society, it doesn't matter that they say that we're free in or whatever. It doesn't want you to think critically and for yourself. But once you start thinking critically and for yourself, then you're like, oh, wait a minute. A lot of this stuff is like, we all know Christopher Columbus didn't discover America, yet we still teach it to kids. We know this. So what else are they lying about? You know what I mean?
We teach it to kids, but everyone knows,
But why? Why do we teach it to kids, but everybody knows it's not true? Exactly.
It's just part of curriculum, I guess.
And that's the
I
same,
can't really tell you.
You can say the same thing with religion.
It's because of the Italian Americans in the
well,
early
that's how it
1900s.
started, yeah. But like, why it's still going?
But yeah, why is it still going? Right?
Yeah, but I mean, he had a huge impact.
Nobody really knows. It was 500 years ago, 600 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he killed off a lot of people, though. I mean, like, it was a huge impact.
You can say the same with Jesus, right? Jesus was in the Middle East. You know he was
Jesus
not.
did not kill anybody.
He didn't kill anybody, but you can tell he's in the Middle East. You know he's not white with blue eyes.
No, but it's just like it comes down to the Italian Americans and the apostles. What did they do that was great? They marketed.
Exactly.
Marketing.
It is.
Boom.
It is
Boom.
marketing. Marketing is a huge thing. We have to be.
You know how hard it is to get a free supper back then in the Middle East?
Right.
Jeez, bro.
I mean, do
Free
you know
bread?
how hard it is to walk on water?
very
Wow.
hard.
Yo, turn water into wine? Talk about the ultimate marketing move. Holy
Yeah.
hell.
He turned white water. He turned white wine into red wine.
I thought it was water.
Was it water?
It's water into wine. It's water into wine, bro. You think this man just bled into like a couple barrels of wine? And
You
changed
are
the
a
color? What
confirmed
you talking
Catholic,
about?
my guy.
What about, raising the dead, Lazarus, making the blind see?
There you go.
That is
And other gospels.
Who's
that
that
they don't
guy?
talk about,
Who's
like
the
Thomas.
the YouTuber, Mr. Beast? He made 1,000 people see.
Yeah, he paid for their surgery.
Yeah, that's what he did. He also gave like
It's a
10,000
simple
African
surgery.
shoes.
Is it a simple surgery? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's why he was able to pay for 1,000 people to
Yeah,
get it
it's
done.
usually like cataracts.
I saw him next to The Rock. I didn't know the Mr. Beast was like 6'6". He was like 6'5".
Yeah, he's a tall dude.
He's a tall dude. The thing that gets me about Mr. Beast is that I just don't like his face. He has like a weird smile.
I saw him on the Joe Rogan show and how he explained how he blew up.
We talked about this last time.
Did we really?
Yeah, about him and his friends, and then blah blah blah.
They
blah,
were
blah.
doing Zoom calls every day.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was no Zoom though, but
like Skype or something.
Skype.
But like
Yeah.
he was good at marketing himself, and that's how he, got as
yeah.
far as he did.
All right, so
he said he did research, right? They
Yeah.
figured out what worked, what didn't work, and they just kept trying and trying and trying and.
And you know what's a
So for
good
us-
thing is those thumbnails. Like
So-
that's why he gives like the shock face. That's because it's always on like
Yeah.
if you ever log out of YouTube and go just like guest or something like that, they all have like very similar thumbnails.
Okay, all right, but let's get back to this. How do we make money on the internet? Do we do e-commerce or do we do like?
I say stay away from. I think the e-commerce has to come second. I think what you need to do is develop a brand.
So
That's number one.
So how do you develop a brand then? Would you say like my idea is good or not good?
Well, the thing
Okay,
was,
so your idea of self-help, or at least like, all right, let's not even call it self-help. Let's call it.
But my self-help thing it's different. It's completely different than 99% of what most
let's call
self-help
it
is.
mental health. Or like
Is.
health, mental shaping, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Pointed mental shaping. I mean, I think it would probably resonate with people because people, especially like during COVID and crap, they need a way to they're looking for almost escapism, right?
right?
So I think you got to focus on the right point. You got to get some followers, put some witty stuff out there, put some clips out there.
I'm not witty.
But the thing is, the brand should come before the program.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to develop people who want to buy your program, or else you're just putting shit out there.
Right? You want the audience before you start hawking stuff.
Okay. I mean like
And that's why you should have like social media. Make like take what you've written for the program and make it into like quotes, like little bite-sized quotes.
Yeah.
And like, superimpose it in like a little short like TikTok like video or pictures. Videos are more popular than ever.
So I should find some of my friends. They're hot smoking girls. So I should get them to say my quotes in TikToks.
No.
And then no.
I think that's gonna I mean, well,
Why would that backfire? Because girls get all the attention, bro. You can go on.
Aren't you shooting for people? So what you're trying to now you're selling is, hey, this isn't just about bettering yourself. Then you're gonna get with this hot girl over here if you get better. Is that like
She's doing a TikTok dance with like your quote like juxtaposed on.
I mean, let's hold on though. So hot girl. First of all, if a girl is hot she knows that she's hot, she's gonna sell her hotness as a commodity. And the only reason and the only how to like get with that hot girl is if you are smart enough, developed enough to have some type of money. You have to be you know what I mean? You have to have some type of money.
What you're saying is you need to have some. Yes,
you have something.
What you're
to
saying
offer.
is you need something to offer.
Right. Most guys that just, like I said, at the age of like 41, smoke weed and live with their parents at 41 and do nothing.
All right.
So
They have
you
nothing
gotta
to
hone
offer.
this. You gotta hone what you're. Now you gotta like identify the demographic you want to go after.
I'm going after the 80% of guys in our generation that literally just smoke weed, play video games, and live with their parents. That's the demographic.
Gotcha.
But is that a lot
So
or not a
people
lot?
who are just like
Losers. Straight losers. They are losers. Losers.
So do you want to tempt them with the unattainable right now,
Would I
or
tempt
do you
them?
want to build to that
No,
with the hot chicks?
No, because my thing is like I feel like if you're a loser, you come to the point where you have to look in the mirror and be like, I'm a loser and I want to change. This is how I change.
I'm gonna listen to this hot chick on TikTok. She gonna tell me how to change.
She has big boobs.
I would say if you go with the
I
hot
want
chick
girls with
route,
big
you
boobs.
need to be at least in it somewhere. Like I know
because they buy your like program and there's no hot chicks. They're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Hit me with the Conor
like,
McGregor.
like let's say like, oh my god, you have like a quote like of what you can be, and you have a picture of your like Dodge Charger, and make sure you say V6 under it, and be like V8 or whatever.
Okay,
But you know, like you work out, right? You know,
Every day.
You know, you're a college
Yeah.
athlete. You know, like pictures of that, videos of that, but like you know, show your motivation. You know,
motivation is temporary. It's discipline that's
But-
permanent.
people are looking when you're in this field when it comes to self help. People also are looking to get motivated.
This is true. How I mean, like it's okay. Here's the thing too. It's like, all right, we have an opportunity of a lifetime, right? Let's think big right here. Andrew Tate, right? This guy, he's in jail for he's in jail until the next 3 months, right? At least according to Romania. So there's a void that needs to be filled, right? There's always a vacuum, a legit vacuum, right? He's legit. He was legit. He had a great following.
There's a lot of grifters trying to fill that void right now.
But I'm not trying to be a grifter. I'm being real because some of the stuff that he said was real. Like he was playing a role whole time.
I get it, but if you're going to do your own thing to fill that void, please do not reference this guy.
I'm not going to reference it. You're the one that told me about this guy a couple months ago.
I was trashing him.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when you were trashing him, I had to do my research, and then I was like, wait a minute, this guy, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, that was what I was hoping you wouldn't do.
I was like, hey, I mean, like...
I wasn't complimenting this guy at all.
Yeah, but I mean, like, come on now. He knows what he's talking. He has...
I thought it was funny that he got owned by Greta Thunberg, of all people.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
She's a climate activist.
I don't believe in climate change. I mean, their climate change is real, but at the same time, it's it won't happen in our lifetime probably. Magnetic shifts, you know what I mean? That's what's
moving on. Anyway, to market yourself on Instagram. So, like I said, these are
How
good
we get back on the pyramids again?
Oh yeah, true that. Yeah.
Like I said, like these are good ideas. Like what you want is something visual, right? With
All
a
right.
quote. So, you don't have to attribute it to yourself. Just have a quote because people eat that shit up. Like I get recommended. Oh my god, stupid things because people buy ads on Instagram and stuff, which you could always do. That is something to do. And
buy ads on Instagram. This is the one thing that Chris wanted to talk about was
buying ads.
yeah.
Well, you recommended me that book, right? that audiobook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and what his core philosophy was, you got to spend money to make money, and which is
Correct.
called like what you do is buy ads and target and try to tweak your audience, target them. But like he's basically saying like buy the social media ads so you can cast a wide net to
Yeah.
get whoever you can.
Correct.
And like the more money you put in, the more wider it can get, and the more people you can shovel into your funnel, like funnel from yeah, the funnel method. That's what he's calling
Yeah,
it,
the funnel
method.
The funnel.
Like you cast the wide net, try to get as many people into this funnel into your ultimate product.
Right. And no,
Yeah, but what you also need to be doing though is maintaining an eye on the actual metric, so then you can start to tailor your funnel to the
the
part
market
that's catching the most in the net.
Correct.
Right. But you also need money to ads are expensive on. Like you can sign up and get like a little $500 off if you spend like $5,000. It still costs money.
I haven't looked
and
at
your net's not that wide.
I haven't looked at the ads on YouTube, but I mean, like, I will.
I've never clicked on an ad on YouTube.
Neither have I. But I mean, like, we're not. Listen,
that's not us. That's not everybody.
Yeah.
You remember, like on these like phishing scams and like these phone scams, people still fall for them.
But that's what I was gonna say.
Crypto scams, people still fall for them.
Oh, hold on, but the thing is I'm really not trying to grift. I'm not trying to scam people. I really want to help people. I want to help people because like most people are like NPCs. They're not awake. They're just roaming the streets. They're living in the mundane, and they're not progressing. They're not transcending. They're not ascending. They're not doing anything. They're just going with the flow. You know what I mean? What happens when you wake people up and they see their habits? What happens?
Well, how about this then? Why don't you start compiling a list of quotes that you think are like digestible and important?
Okay.
And then go from there.
I mean, I have I have
and you have to draw them in. So you also have to draw them in. So how about like a catchy quote, and then like in a little bold text near the bottom, you just say, "Are you ready to ascend?"
See,
look at that.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the real thing. Ignorance is bliss, right? If you want to get to certain levels, you have to go through pain. People avoid pain. That's why they drink. That's why they smoke. They do whatever it takes to escape reality. Most people don't want to face reality.
Reality is cruel.
So, and that's the thing. Reality is cruel. But you have to face reality. And most people will do whatever it takes to run away from reality. That's why they smoke and that's why they drink. Even caffeine. Like, if you take caffeine, I mean...
Look, my caffeine is like 90% of my blood.
You better watch yourself right now.
Like, it keeps me alive.
Most people are afraid of reality. It's how do you turn them into facing reality, facing pain, facing their suffering, right? To get to heaven, you got to go through hell. That's reality. You know what I mean? And it's not hard. It's just like most people run away from pain. That's why there's so many traumas and stuff like that, because people are afraid of pain. Escapism, right? They don't want to deal with it. So what I try to teach people is how to deal with it, how to accept it, how to move on from it. But it's a little bit, it is difficult. I'm not going to lie. Because one, you have to deal with like people with mental illness, right? Because that has always been like my obstacle. Like
Crocs.
No, it's been my obstacle because I'm afraid because one, I want to be like mental illness is an illusion. I know it's an illusion, but at the same time it's a real thing, right? It's a real thing. It is a real thing, but I know it's an illusion because the only reason why I know it's an illusion is because when you constantly bring your focus back to the present moment, your mind, it's different. The only way to master your mind is to stop identifying with your mind, right? To realize that you're not the mind. That's the only how you can master your mind is when you realize is that you're not your mind. That's the only how you can master it. But 99% of the people that walk the earth identify as the mind. They identify as their ego. They haven't had an ego death. There's like, if you go through religions or whatever, they say you got to die before you die. And that's simply telling you that you have to have an ego death. And like to tell people how to like stop listening to the voice in your head, or to stop like giving that belief into your mind or whatever. It's very difficult. That's like my obstacle. But I try, and like, that's what my program is about, is to like, hey, to have like a non-reaction to the voice in your head.
All right, to keep on theme, like if we could cut out like 90% of what you said,
Okay.
make it into a make it into a TikTok, right?
Okay.
And just have like an orchestra, like a violin, like dueling violins, just in the background playing.
Right.
You got yourself a market, man.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I have you guys, because
Like the Requiem for a Dream or something. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oh my god, that did not end well though. oh, the song, not the movie. Oh my bad.
Oh no, the movie was gross at the end, but like, I hate Jared Leto.
I love Jared Leto.
I hate Jared Leto.
That
so
guy
much.
is like 23 forever, bro. He's 21 forever. He made that.
This
he
dude
made
has
that
like
story
an
21
island
forever.
cult now, and he's just weird.
I know. He's what's his rock band called?
30 Seconds to
30
Mars.
Seconds to Mars.
30 Seconds to Mars, yeah.
That guy hasn't aged. He's a vampire.
I know he has an age. It's really strange.
He's
and
a
then He
vampire.
was like
It's kinda
Joker,
creepy.
and it was like, yeah.
Yeah, they.
But either way, you know what I mean. Like,
I know what you mean.
cut it out. Have that orchestra playing, and like, you can do like, instead of just your face, you can do pictures of fading in, like, of the universe and stuff.
Okay, but here's the thing. I am
Bam.
willing. I am
Brand.
willing. I am
Boom.
willing 100% to take this 100% serious. I would be very dedicated to this cause.
I understand. This is why, like,
But I would need
we're
you
like 40
guys-
minutes in. We got like, we're giving some marketing tips here, but like,
but
the
my
focus
thing-
is getting the brand before the actual product, though.
I would
So we're
ne-
trying to help you with your brand here.
Exactly. I would need you guys simply because I can only see what I see. But what you guys see is different than what I see. So I would take your input very
We
more.
see a guy that needs help.
You think I need help?
Yes.
Drastically? I
Like,
mean,
you want a real answer or like
I want a real answer. Like, I want everything to be real. There's no fakeness. We don't do.
Give it to him straight, Chris.
I mean, I think you know what you want, but you have zero idea of how to attain it. And I also think that what you want right now is not attainable in the short run, unless somehow you blow up.
I mean, nothing.
Right? Like the internet is still the internet, and shit
Right.
happens.
Yeah, one of your videos, one of your pictures could go viral. You never
Nothing,
know.
but
Yeah.
nothing is short term though. Like, I mean, like, it's so like I feel like most people that blow up, it's not like they did it one time. They did it for a very long time until they blew up. That's just
It
like
takes perseverance, and we talked about it in our first episode because I edited. But like,
Hey.
you have to be persistent in what you're doing. You need to know what you want to do. You need to fine tune it to your audience of where you want to go. You need to learn on your way, and eventually, hopefully, you blow up.
Or at least you get a decent following where it's like,
Yeah.
Right? Like
profitable.
a lot of companies nowadays with their with their product placement and their influencers are usually micro influencers nowadays. Like they
Yeah.
want the more target audience, not just some person who has like a couple million followers and they have like a wide range of audience. They want one that's targeted to what their product will sell.
So what do you guys think? I mean, like, I feel like I'm the one that's coming with the idea. I feel like this is the best way to make money off the internet, right? It's selling like a coaching program.
Right.
How to become awake.
So Chris said that was the second best for like e-commerce. What was your first?
Wait, I said it's the second best?
Yeah.
He said it wasn't good at all, right? Isn't that what you
You
said?
said e-commerce was the
not
second.
No, I said e-commerce needs to come second.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So the first one would probably be
Because
brand.
we were talking about marketing, and he said, and then he said e-commerce. I said, well, because I think whatever the product is. So like, say you build this whatever this program, right, and it's successful, and then you can kind of build that e-commerce, right, like with whatever like stuff you want. I mean,
Right.
how do you define e-commerce? Are you talking about like affiliate programs? Are you talking merch? Like, what are you talking about?
Probably like drop shipping or something. Like I don't know. Like
Okay. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought you meant. So I think like you can get to the like affiliate side, right? Like maybe it's like, hey, like I really think that this is a great product, right? And I only endorse products that I love. And that
Right.
like that affiliate marketing, dude, drop shipping is not like profitable
my
at all.
What is drop shipping?
drop
actually?
shipping is well, I mean, like it's different. But my thing is like so like most. Why are you shaking your head?
That didn't explain anything, dude.
It's dumb, dude.
It is dumb. But here's the thing, right? Every successful person, right, when they make businesses or they start businesses, they all fail. And then they're like they take the lessons that they learn from their failure. That's how they become successful. I realized that all these top successful people lost everything. And I mean, they lost everything. They're not afraid to risk it all. So I'm sitting here and I'm saying, like, we need to start a business, like a low risk type of business to see how things are really run. You know what I mean? Like, we have no idea how business really is. Like,
So I don't think drop shipping is a real business.
but it's a way to
I
make.
still don't know what that is.
But it's like a
Drop shipping is pretty much like you will have a website, right? So
Right.
like let's say you want to sell shit on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
you set up
basically
your little
what it is.
Amazon store, but you don't actually hold any merchandise.
Right.
You rely on a third party
Yeah,
to
you're the middleman.
store and then ship your merchandise.
Right.
And you do nothing and you pay them for that.
So
But then you're kind of locked into whatever they have.
yeah. So basically,
Okay.
this
So
is
you
what
don't
you
really
do.
have control.
No,
You're
this
just
is
the
what you do,
middleman.
right? You go to Alibaba or some other Chinese.
That's where you don't want to go.
But you go to some other. You go to some like Chinese market that like promotes or not promotes, but has like a lot of like merchandise or whatever. You see the merchandise on that site for like $1, and then you upsell it
And
to
it's not-
people
it
on
ain't that
Amazon. It's not what?
The stuff that you really want and that people really want is way more expensive than you would think. Like a lot of these drop shippers are making pennies on the dollar.
Right.
But there are also people who got in so early, they have these like stores, right? And then you see these scammers are like, I'll build you a store in 2 months. And it only costs you $50,000 right now. And we'll
Wow,
guarantee
only.
you however much money. You know, it's all a huge scam, dude.
It's a scam. It's hold on, it's not a scam. You can make money off of it, but the thing is, it's like 90. The
I mean,
1% of the 99% is really making money off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the 0.1%.
The 0.1%.
Yeah, but they're the 0.1% though.
But we're smarter.
Yeah.
Us three.
Are
us
we?
three. Yeah, we're smarter than the point. I feel like we are smarter than the majority of the people.
I'm a salary guy. You're a dead ender, and Chris has 3 properties. I
I'm
don't think
s-
we're the 0.1%.
If you put us together, but you have to put our 3 minds together. That's what we're trying to do. Put our 3 minds together, and we're smarter than most.
My thing to hitch on is like, oh, I like break through on a tech program and Google buys it. That's my exit strategy. That's my way.
I'm dealing with man-childs.
I know it's a far shot, but it's a dream.
Yeah, you're dealing with that. I'm dealing with man-childs. I'm smarter than man-childs.
That's not to say like you can't, you know, maybe approach multiple things at one time. You
Right.
know?
It's true.
I just don't think you want to get sucked into like some of these more flashy things, right? Because it's one of those. If it's too good to be true, it is.
NFTs.
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we don't know. NFTs is retarded.
But people with the same mindset got roped into the.
Yeah, no. Let me tell you something with NFTs. NFTs happen because of coronavirus. That's why NFTs happen, right?
I mean,
Every-
it reached its peak
That's for
until
sure.
like
No, everything. No, let me tell you something. Everything like Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, NFTs, all that happened was because of Corona, because people were stuck inside, they were bored, they had nothing to do, and they were trying. I mean,
Bro, the first Bitcoin pop though was in like 2017.
and what was that? Was it Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Bitcoin.
It was Bitcoin. We had Bitcoin at like 2012 because Cody Lowe was like, yo, let's buy weed off of Silk Road. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He went to Silk Road.
Bro, this was like 2011,
Yeah.
2010 or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's when like it first started popping.
Exactly.
Up.
Nobody
2012. Yeah.
and that's when you
I remember
go,
I had like 200 Bitcoin.
exactly.
Yeah,
You
I
went
had
to
to
buy them for
quite
like
a
$1.
bit, too.
Exactly. No, for hold on.
I still have the hard drive, but it's fucked.
Hold on. How we got Bitcoin? It was 1.5. So like you had to get $100 in Bitcoin, you had to have $150, and you met some weird guy at the library on a bench who had like 20 devices on his cell phone.
Like a drug deal.
Yeah, exactly. And you sat down with him and was like, here you go. Here, you got some Bitcoin. You got to do it in this wallet. You got to do it like this.
I mean, I credit to Cody. I did it on Silk Road.
We all did it on Silk Road. That's what I'm trying to say. But nobody knew what it was. Dude, we were like 20 years old. We had no idea.
Well, it didn't get hijacked by the investment. So here's NFTs, crypto. A lot of that stuff got hijacked by the like online influencers, right?
Right.
Because they saw this thing where like people if this generation or the new generation are very internet focused and internet oriented.
Because of coronavirus, because everybody was stuck inside.
No, I'm not. I mean, not just coronavirus. I mean, coronavirus was only 3 years ago. I mean, that's not NFTs. Like crypto's been around for a minute.
Yeah, especially
it's
Bitcoin.
been popular for a minute.
You're thinking of like the big ones like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like they've been around for a hot minute, but like NFTs didn't really reach its peak until 2021.
But it got my thing is that it got big because everybody was stuck inside. They had nothing else to do.
I mean, that's funny you say that because like what I realized like for 2020, like influencers or like YouTubers and stuff, that's when they hit their peak was 2020. That's what I saw mostly.
Because they were stuck inside. They had nothing else to do. That's what I'm trying to say. It's all the same thing.
I mean, I watched a lot of YouTube when COVID came out.
Exactly. Same with Twitch. I used to hate the thing about Twitch, right? Is that I used to hate going over to somebody's house and just watch them play a one-player game. But Twitch was like, bro, like this was amazing. And I was like, dude, I want to play the game. I don't want to watch you play the game. I want to play the game.
I mean, that's your perspective. Personally, I got a lot of enjoyment watching people play the game.
That is so weird to me. Yeah, that is definitely my perspective because
I've never even been on Twitch.
That is neither have I.
I haven't been on Twitch for more than like 20. I've been on like I was a guest on a streamer once, and that was fun for a little bit, but like that was only like for a month.
But what I'm saying is like all of that became very like because of coronavirus, everybody was stuck inside. People had nothing to do. They were betting on dumb things. Like, dude, they were casting bets on simulation games, right? They would take like Madden 2020 games.
Still popular, Madden. Especially on Twitch, still popular.
They wouldn't play the video game. They would put computer versus computer and bet. Have millions of people bet on that game.
But that's like what we talked about earlier in our podcast was innovation.
Right, but
that's technically an innovation.
It is innovation when everybody is stuck inside. They're not stuck inside anymore.
But it doesn't mean the audience is gone.
The audience
not completely.
But mostly it's gone. Simply because now they're outside and they're going to different things. They're all going different areas now. They're not stuck inside. They don't have a screen to show them the world. They can go outside in the world now.
I disagree with that 100%.
Really?
If anything, I think it's just become more integrated. Like, yeah, people are going outside, but think of the influencers and the people who made a name for themselves who just kept going. Like, look at the Paul brothers, right? Like, they started boxing people and shit, and they capitalized on those years, and they've just continued to churn out stuff. I mean, look at Mr. Beast. He's like more popular than he's ever been. He's making more money than
Yeah,
he's
Like
ever
this is
made.
still the
And he's
future of
still
media.
going.
Hold on, time out. Mr. Beast is the #1 YouTuber.
It is, but like
He took over PewDiePie, right?
you don't need to be the number one.
But he's the only one. Name
You
the
can still
second,
make
but,
bank without
But who's
being
the
number
second?
one.
Who's the second YouTuber?
I guess Sniper Wolf.
No, you
maybe?
don't know. You don't know. That's the problem. You don't know. You only
don't
know
need
the number one
to get your bag though.
But you know who? No, and I agree with you on that one. I agree with you. You don't need a whole lot of influence. You don't need a whole lot.
But you need a core audience, right?
You do,
right?
We already talked about this.
Right.
Everything's niche now.
Everything is niche.
right.
Outside of the handful of guys who are just exploded and are just everywhere. If you can find a core audience, I would even say you don't even. There's some numbers out there where it's like if you have like 100,000 subscribers onto like a channel, like you're making money.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Especially
You're
if it's contingent if you're making OC content, original content.
What the thing is
Yes.
too is if you have 100 subscribers, bro, $1. If you get $1 a month from a subscriber, you're making $100,000 a month.
But that's not it, and it's just there's so much you can do with it because you have your core audience. It's not
Exactly.
just the YouTube ad revenue. You can make a Patreon. You
Exactly.
can get your third party advertisers.
So, okay, what us three, we have to put our heads together because we're smarter than most. Let's be real. We're smarter than the majority of people. We have to think of
I like
something.
to think I'm humble.
I like to think I'm humble as well. But at the same time, it's people that are not smarter than us making more money than us. Is that true?
I mean, they're making more money than us. So there has to be something.
Exactly. So, like, how do we go about this? Do we need a face and then people behind the face? Or do we just do everything in the shadows? Like, what do we do?
Like be a VTuber.
I guess, do we do like chat GBT and then do non-face YouTube things? You know what I mean? Like what do we do? Because this is bags. We're trying to make money. Like
Right.
yeah.
So I think you got something with like the lifestyle thing because I think that's a big thing right now.
That's yeah.
Is the lifestyle brand.
No, I agree with you.
No,
on
I
that.
agree too. I mean, like with how society goes and especially inflation, people are looking for direction, man. People don't know what to do. It seems grim out there right now.
And you know what else you could also do? Not even just like lifestyle stuff, but like just basic life skills that you might need, right? Like basic finance, like what different, like kind of what we're trying to do here, like educate, learn about like the basics of the stock market.
Yeah, there's
a
like
bank account.
a
home.
big
What does it take to even buy a home?
right?
Is it worth the risk?
Right.
Like, how do you get a mortgage?
How do
Things like that,
dude? Because listen, they don't teach you this stuff in school. I literally know nothing about the stock market. Like people, you know what I mean? Like you see the green and the red on your phone. I know literally nothing about the stock market.
Do you know how to read the candlesticks?
I know not. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a candlestick is.
Dude, you don't know how to read a candlestick?
I
like,
don't know what
to be honest,
a candlestick
I went into the stock market and didn't know what to do. Like I want to say like in 2019 I shorted Tesla like an idiot.
How did you short a Tesla like an idiot? Because I have no idea what that is.
Well, you make money if they lose money.
Yeah.
Really?
Shorting.
They didn't lose money in 2019.
Are they losing money now?
Now, but I'm not shorting them now.
But my,
Shorting is kind of like playing the don't pass line in craps.
you know how to play craps, Chris?
Oh, don't even get me started.
But like, what I wanted to originally say is there's a big popular YouTuber called Dad How Do I, right?
That's
And
why
it's-
it's so
Yeah.
basic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
popular.
guy who
Yeah.
grew up with a single mother and he learned all these life skills.
Yeah.
And he puts on YouTube like how to tie a tie, how to change a tire, stuff
Yep.
like that, and he blew up.
Yeah, because
He's a goober, dude. He just looks like a goober.
He
But
does.
like, he's like in a white T-shirt, like under a sink, But it's like basic skills that you never thought you would need to learn, until you're like, oh shit.
So what?
I got a leaky faucet.
Right.
Do I call somebody? Or
I don't
do
know
just,
for that. Yeah, I don't know nothing.
you
about-
know?
But what are like for finance or money? Because school does not teach you about finance or money. So what are like the basic things?
Basic things, like I guess like how to do your taxes.
How to do taxes? What's
Taxes.
credit? I
Credit
like.
score,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a
credit
whole
card.
exactly. I had a whole conversation with with a 24-year-old kid the other day about like paying off your credit and getting cash back or whatever.
Oh yeah, man. Quicksilver, what's in your wallet?
You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's like they don't teach you anything, and that's where we could come in. There's a market for that. There is a market for that.
There is a lively market for it.
Right. And
Yeah, I totally agree. That's what I'm saying. I think if we stick with the lifestyle stuff, and the thing is, the information's out there. It's just you got to make it more accessible and almost. I hate saying it, but you got to dumb it down a little bit.
you do
Dumb
have
it
to
down,
dumb
and
it
you need to
down.
make it more fun. More engaging for like the contemporary
Yeah.
YouTube audience. Because because the thing is, when it comes to
Because
like
most people like to
modern
smoke
me-
weed and play video
Well,
games. You got to dumb
with-
it down.
with modern media, especially how it is in the internet media, you need to make it funny. Everything thrives on comedy nowadays.
Yeah, and like I said, it's because most people like to smoke weed, play video games, so you got to dumb it down. You have to
Yeah, I
dumb
think
it.
you need a hook, but I think like also people enjoy serious like content as well. You know what I mean? Or just like, oh, I didn't know that. I mean, you got to have like some production value for sure. But I think like at the end of the day, if it kind of catches their eye and they're willing to get through the first 5 seconds of something, you probably got them.
That's true too. Is everybody has ADHD nowadays? I included. Right? I mean, like, bro, if it doesn't, you got to
Well,
hook.
there's so many things to capture your attention that attention spans have been lower.
How do you capture people's attention? Because you have
Bro,
to capture
you
it
put a
within.
video in front of me with like a chart or some colors, I'm watching for a second.
Really?
really? Me? I'm like
Oh, dude.
dying.
Dude, I feel like most
Yeah.
people are just like, nah, skip. Within
I
a
watch
second.
mostly documentaries. That's what I watch. That's what I like. But like when it comes to like numbers and graphs, I fall asleep. But when it comes to like lively pictures and stuff like that, then I come alive.
Nah, bro, you give me a hot chart, I'm all in.
Really? I feel like most people are like, bro, if it's
Good
not
line
about
graph.
serial killers or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want no parts.
Well, like serial killers, man, you will corner the white woman market.
but that's what, yeah, like,
Now we're talking.
Start dropping
I
like
love me a
Jeffrey
good crime
Dahmer.
drama.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I hate that, he was like, his stomping ground was like, what, 50 miles away from us right now. And he liked young men of color. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
That was weird. Dude, there's a guy that plays roulette. He has the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses and he has a cowboy hat.
No,
I
I'm
tell,
good.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, dude, you dealing with Jeffrey Dahmer over there?
Those 90 shades that never look good ever.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Nah, dude, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm
Pass.
good. All the
Pass.
way. Pass. Hard pass.
Anyway,
Hard.
Hard. But
so that's what we got to focus on. Like, and it really changes between like, what platform you're using. Like Instagram, you want something very visual, like a video or something.
Right.
TikTok, you want the video. Twitter, you just want the snappy quote. Really.
I feel like Instagram is all about sex. Everything on Instagram, it's like, oh, look at me. I'm a girl. I have boobs out.
well, that's
give
what the
me
picture
money.
comes in. You like
Yeah,
take
it's
a
boobs
picture
and
of your-
cars.
if your Dodge
Yeah.
Charger. There you go. Again, Chris could send you a picture of his Tesla. Just put a quote in front of it.
Hold on. As a guy, do you have any interest in cars?
Me?
No, you just care about boobs.
Oh, have you ever looked at like Snapchat? I remember you mentioning Snapchat like a few episodes ago.
People still use Snapchat?
People
No, I
still
don't
use
think
Snapchat,
so.
and they have like their own little TikTok section now. And you know what? 50% of it, I almost said 90, but 50% of it is people showing off their Teslas for some reason.
That's hot.
Well, I mean, like
I'm in.
Teslas are amazing.
It really is just 50% people showing off their Teslas.
Yeah, but you can't really market on Snapchat because
You
it's not like
can't, but
Instagram.
it's still another platform you can utilize.
I think you need to be. I think you do need to do every platform.
Yeah,
I mean, like
you're
I'm not gonna
casting a
touch
wide net.
TikTok, but like I'll do some Twitter. I'll do some Facebook. You can't discount Facebook.
Nah, dude. Facebook, I can't get on board with Facebook.
But it's a large platform.
It is a large platform. I know. I'm not a fan of Facebook, but Facebook is kind of whack. But I could do Twitter. I could do, you know what, low key, I could do everything but Facebook.
Facebook, but you need to hook in these boomers too, man.
How do I get?
Yeah, the boomers are there, bro.
Yeah, they're there, and like when it comes, look at like like the right wing sphere, like Turning Point or like Daily Wire, they're making their bank on Facebook,
hold on,
man.
and
bank.
So there's a left and a right, right?
Right, and you want both.
I want both. I'm the balance, I would say. Do you think I'm a balance, or you think I'm? You say I'm more on the right swing, right?
You are more on the right swing, but like when it comes to the right swing, there's more money involved.
Is that what it?
Yeah,
What are you,
more money.
Chris? What, you more on the right or are you more on the left?
Man, I think over the last couple of years, I'm like straight up in the center, bro.
Yeah, because at low key, really, in reality, I don't care. But at the same
I
time,
don't give a shit.
like you don't care, but at the same time, it's like,
Look,
what's my money doing?
my
with
minor
me?
was in political science. I just have an interest for this stuff. I want to know what's going on.
Right.
Though there's difference between politics and like the mockery that politics is now.
It really is a mockery. I will not deny that. It's
Like I
huge
just look at the
mockery.
whack jobs on both sides. I'm like, God, don't you guys have better shit to do than bitch about this stuff?
No, because it's clout. That's all it is. It's their brand.
Now, let me ask you something. Has it always been this way, and we just gotten older,
No.
and we're aware
I
of this
wouldn't say
now?
so. The thing was, there's more media than ever. There's more platforms than ever. There's more ways than ever to get your opinion out. And so it's just the times,
And
really. But I feel like if we had the tools and the platforms we had now, it absolutely would be like that in the past.
It's also generational, I think, too, right? Like the younger generations are kind of more, you always like push away from the older generations to like kind of, you swing harder the other way. Like they did it in the 70s and the 60s.
Right, that's what
Summer
I'm saying.
of
Like, is it
hippies.
just because we gotten older?
Rock music. No, I just think, I just think it's like, it's the next generation coming up. So, I mean, I guess it's because we're getting older, but like, I don't think the country, at least we can only speak from the US perspective, right, has been this polarized. It's super polarized though.
It is really
It's because people
polarized.
live in echo chambers
Right.
more so than anywhere else.
Because they're all,
Well,
yeah.
like platform algorithms tailor to your views. They want you
yeah.
to see what you want to see, and then, you believe the other side is literally like a spawn of Satan.
But it's weird though because now everybody's more individualized, right? Like it used to be like
I wouldn't say individualized, more like collectivized to your side.
I don't know because like when we were kids,
Because there's people that will like as
Everything's just tailored to you. 'Cause
right,
that's how they make money.
right, to the point that like, let's say you're fervently left wing. If someone left wing does something bad, you're still going to defend them, because they're on your side. They must be righteous,
It's the tribe.
right? The tribal mentality.
I'm not okay because me personally, left wing, right wing, I'm gonna just say what I feel in my heart. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
And that's fine, but you're still trying to get money from these folks.
No, you're right, 100%. I am trying to get money. Buy my program.
You
Divine Right
you
of
don't want to
Kings.
get captivated by your audience or captured by your audience, right? Especially if you want to keep it broad.
Right.
I think that's what people kind of run into is like they say something and they're like get a good response, so they kind of lean into it, and then next thing you know, they're down like the rabbit hole.
It's exactly how
escape
it's
it.
how it's been going, especially
yeah.
since like 2015.
Yeah, and it's accelerated during the pandemic.
Right.
For sure. Yeah, but to grow an audience, I feel like you have to lean into it, right?
No, I think you just need to be organic and genuine, and they'll flock to you because people like that. And I think at the end of the day, if you want to, if you're in it just for the profit, then yeah, you're gonna lean into it. But if you're in it because like you think it's like righteous, and yet you can still make money off of it, as long as you keep it what it was from the beginning, which is probably the hardest thing to do. You might lose people, but you'll gain you'll gain people.
You'll gain people.
It's going to ebb and flow. You
And-
can't. That's the issue with the current system, right? Like think about like the corporate world, right? Last quarter, we got to be more profitable this quarter than last quarter, and it just continues, and it continues. Like how can you be infinitely more profitable than before?
Right.
You can't.
Right.
No, yeah.
And if
yeah.
you say enough, eventually people won't know really what side you on. So you'll probably get like both sides. Like again, look at Joe Rogan. He platforms a lot of like right wingers, but he believes in like Medicare for all.
Yeah, universal basic income. Like he's kind of a big lefty outside of like Second Amendment stuff.
Right. Legalize marijuana. Like people label the best thing you can be. The best thing you can be is labeled as a centrist. Let's say that much.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a centrist, right? I mean, like the thing is I feel like most people want to be central or centered. It's just that they're being bombarded by the media telling
I
them
think
that's
everybody
think
just
how-
wants to be on the winning side, dude.
whoever wants to be on the winning side.
I said everybody just wants to be on the winning side. I think
That's
at the
true
end of the day.
too. I guess.
And once they found the side, everyone believes that they are the righteous ones.
Yeah.
So
As long as you can feel morally superior and like you know what's going on, like
Right.
you're gonna stick with it.
and as much as he's a controversial figure, one of the guys who could really feel the room was Donald Trump. He was really good at feeling a room and then pivoting on what his audience feels. You need to be able to, once you have your audience, you need to tell them what they want to hear in moderation.
Right. He's gonna end up winning again. I feel like the next.
Well, this is not a political podcast.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, that's for another day.
But what I think is that there's three of us. We're all smart, smarter than most people. We should be able to make millions off our three brains. Billions.
$1 million.
Dr. Evil, $1 billion.
Slababagoo.
I'm just saying, we're smarter than most, right? Most
All right,
people are not
so
smart.
Here's the homework then. We need a brand name. We need
All
to
right.
tailor the brand. Identify a potential key demographic. I think you aim for everything, but you gotta have somebody in mind, right? And then you gotta at least like pick one platform and just start to kind of cultivate.
Right.
Get a little bit. You got to generate a little bit of content because you want to put. I think you want to put a little bit out at once, right? Not just one piece here and there. You want to kind of like get your first like tranche of content out there, and then you can slowly start to kind of build on it.
I mean, that's what we're
Okay.
doing right now with this.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
true. But I
You know,
have been,
try to ascend.
but I
back
pretty,
society.
I have pretty much had like I had a whole program in place.
I
Pretty
get
much.
it.
Yeah.
But we're
yeah.
working on the brand.
This is true, but it's a good brand. I feel like or whatever the brand is, we don't have a name for it, a label.
We have a couple labels right now. We have again Bag Society, and of course we have yours, which is Divine Bride of Kings, which is like the thought experiment or our homework is just to how can we make it a full-fledged brand that we can market.
Right. That's you're right, and that's the homework. Is how can we market us, right? How can we market us, right?
Yeah.
Because that's really the key. Because nowadays, it's an attention society, and we have to market
It's
to
a
that.
fickly attention society.
But we have to market to that attention. Marketing is very key.
right. We need to-
Influencers are marketers.
They are, but what do influencers do? They come up with original content, something that's new, or like something that's hot. They do their own version of it. They innovate, right? And they post often. Like you can't escape them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do it every day. It's an everyday thing. It is an everyday thing, and and I came to that realization as well. Is it's an everyday thing for sure.
It is
an everyday thing.
It's a job for them. Well, that's all the time we have left on this episode of Back Society. This is
Hey.
Jordan signing off.
This is S signing off.
This is Chris. Later.
Yeah, wearing his Tesla shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good week, folks.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for listening to Bag Society. Check us out on bagsocietypodcast.com for extras and follow us on your favorite podcast providers.